Because my father still loves my mom and keeps apologizing for his mistakes. The woman was not contented. She keeps going from one native doctor to the other, doing one love portion or the other. She never had any child for my daddy. The dress I'm going to use on my fiance's birthday, that they have put jazz on it, that once I wear it, that I will go mad. I love my cousin, she's like a sister. And her mother is her word. If I wear that cloth, I will run mad. Madam Naye, thank you so much for this opportunity that you gave to me. It was my friend that I explained my plight that directed me to your office here in Delta State. That with this your platform, I'll be able to reach out to your viewers, to your audience, so that they'll be able to advise me. Because presently I'm caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. Thank you once again for this opportunity. I really appreciate. My story. My father married my mother initially as his only wife, and my mother had 3 of us. 2 girls and a boy. I'm the oldest. The boy is the youngest. After my father started making money, he started going to different beer parlors. That was where he met his second wife. Everybody believes that she actually used something on him. And eventually, my father married her. She became my father's second wife. And my mother, being a peaceful and loving woman that she is, she did not bother my father about it. She only told him that as long as he's able to cater for his families, that she does not have a problem. And my father has, because he inherited a large portion of land from his own father, had a very big space. So he actually built a house for the second wife on the same compound. But the woman feels, I don't know what her problem is, because my father still loves my mom and keeps apologizing for his mistakes. But my mother forgave her and we're living peacefully. But the woman was not contented. She keeps going from one native doctor to the other, doing one love portion or the other. She never had any child for my daddy. It was only my mother that gave birth to us for my father. After 4 years that my father married her, she noticed that my father still loves my mom. So she started doing one concoction or the other so that my father will chase my mother away. Eventually, she succeeded. It became one problem or the other. My father that was not beating my mother started beating my mother. It became so much that my mother could no longer take it. She had to leave. The pressure became too much. She had to leave because it is one beating or the other, and my father will inflict injuries on her. When my mother started meeting people for advice, they just advised her that instead of the man to kill her, that she should just leave. That was how my mother left us with my father. The woman, because she doesn't have a child, it was later my father discovered that she was the one that actually poisoned our only brother, which was my father's only son, and he was the youngest. Then he was 6 years old. So she kept maltreating us, doing anyhow. The thing got my father pissed off that my father had to go and marry another wife. It became a tussle between the 2 of them. In fact, it got to a stage that my father was falling sick every now and then. My father's elder brother, he now started going from one place to another to find out the reason why his brother was always falling sick, and discovered that the 2 of them were doing one juju after the other. Eventually, my father died. It was when my father died that his elder brother discovered that it was the second wife that poisoned him. So, after my father's burial, they now told the 2 wives that since the 2 of them did not have any children for my father, that they should go their separate ways and go and remarry, because they don't have a reason to remain in my father's compound. Of course, they left. It means that my sister and I, nobody to take care of us. We reached out to my mom. By then, I was 17. My younger sister was just 13. I was 3 years older than her. So, and my mother already has remarried. And the husband said that he does not want anything from her previous marriage. So my mother had to make an arrangement that my father's brother should take my younger sister, while her only sister, that is a single mother, should take me. And she lives in Plateau State. That's where she lives. So they now had to move me to Plateau State to stay with my mother's only sister. She was a single mother and she had a daughter that was the same age with my younger sister. While my younger sister was with my uncle, who could not take care of her, eventually gave her out as a house help to somebody from our village that was a distant relation. You know, that was how I started staying with my mother's only sister and her daughter. Initially, when I came to stay with them, I was still trying to reach out to my mom, but she said she doesn't want anything to jeopardize this her second marriage. That 17 years that I've come of age, that I should be able to manage myself and my younger sister. It was a distance between myself and my younger sister. So I wasn't really getting messages from my younger sister. So I was living with my auntie. When I started living with my auntie, she has a supermarket where she sells. So myself and my cousin, we usually help her after I have finished my secondary school when I went to go and join them. So I'm mostly with my auntie in the shop. At times she leaves the shop. And since I started staying with her, things changed and she was having bountiful sales. In fact, she was like, since I came to stay with them, that she has started experiencing favors and blessing and her business was started growing. That was how we started relating, you know. After 3 years that I stayed with my sister, 3 years, I was 22 already. I was 20. So I started having suitors because I found favor. I started having suitors. But my auntie was complaining that I was too young. I didn't know that she was just keeping me for her own selfish interest. Because she said since I came into her life, since I came into her home, that things has really changed. That things has started favoring her. So that my niece, she had already finished secondary school, and the mother said that she will further her education. When I now told my auntie that I wanted to further my education as well, she now said that she wants me to help her, that when my cousin is done with her education, then that I can go to school, that her institution does not have age. I obliged, I agreed. That was how I started helping her. Eventually, I got a job. She allowed me because the place was not so far from where her shop is, and I used to close early. By 5:30, we had closed. By 6, I'm back home. So I'll be the one to manage her store till 9 o'clock when we normally close. That was how we continued, and my cousin was schooling. So in the process of always helping her late that night, that was how this particular customer that comes around, he said he just came to the environment newly. So, and that he doesn't know much place. So my auntie says virtually everything, you know, from provision to food items to ladies' clothing. She says that she wants her business to be diversified so that money will come from every angle, which was a good idea. So that was how every evening the guy will always come around. When he comes around, he buys some things he wants to use at home. Then he keeps me company till when I will close at night. I usually close by 9 because once I close from work and come to the shop, my auntie will go back home. So, and each time this guy comes around, despite the fact that we are the ones selling it, he will buy some things for me, like drinks, like biscuits, all those expensive biscuits. We started chatting, you know. Weekends, what I normally do weekends, he will beg me to help him get cooking things for the house. He will shop for a week so that it will sustain him till another weekend. So that was how we started as friends. We were just platonic friends, you know. Like after 7, 8, 9 months, I got to know him. He now said he wanted to date me. Already I have a friend in that our environment, so I confided in that my friend. And she was like, that she has been observing the man who, that I should give him a trial. I wanted to discuss it earlier with my auntie, but she was like, that I might tell my auntie and my auntie will not consent to it. Maybe I know that when I discussed with my auntie concerning furthering my education, she said let her daughter go first. That from the way she's looking at this, my auntie, is like my auntie does not want the best for me, that everything she wants is her daughter, her daughter, her daughter. I yielded to my friend's advice not to discuss the relationship with my auntie. So that was how we became friends. And each time I want to go to his place, I would tell my auntie that I want to go and visit that my girlfriend, because she knows that my girlfriend very, very well. And that my girlfriend stays with her uncle. So, we started dating. And the guy was he's a very nice person. He doesn't allow me to lack anything. In fact, there are times when he will buy things for me. He will buy gifts for me, whether clothing, shoes, bags. If my auntie asks me, I will tell her that I bought it on credit, that I will be paying instrumentally, because I heeded my friend's advice. And when I started observing my auntie, I noticed that each time the daughter is around, if I tell my auntie I'm going for a party, she will say no, that I should go and help her in the shop. But she will just encourage her daughter, won't you go and visit social friends? Won't you go and do this? Won't you go and do that? Like that. So I started observing. I said, it's like my auntie truly loves initially when I came, before all these things started, she showed us equal love as if she's actually my biological mother. But as we started growing and she noticed that I was having more favor, her attitude towards me changed. But I was not even looking into it, because she gave me shelter, which my mother refused to give me. So I just didn't count it as anything. That was how I continued until this man and I started dating for like 3 years. So he now said that he has observed in one of the visits that he would like us to move this relationship to the next level. That he has taken his time to study me, to observe me, and that I have the qualities of the kind of person he would want to marry. So I now told him that I was going to think about it. So I still confided in that my friend. And she was like, it's a good idea. You don't have a father again. And your mother, she has handed you over to your sister, and she doesn't call or check up on you and your sister. So I now said it's true. It's even been long since I heard from my younger sister. Even the last time I called the woman she was doing house help for, the woman was like, that's my sister. She's this, she's that. She kept complaining until last year, when I now called my sister and I found out that my sister has even left Nigeria with a boyfriend, that she said she now lives in Sierra Leone with the man that she eloped with. So I just told her, and she said that she wants to keep family at bay, that since our daddy is dead, that is late, and that our mother does not care, and our uncle had to give her out as a house help, that I should just take care of myself, that when things gets better, that she will reach out to me. And since that last year March that I spoke to her, I've been trying the number ever since, and it's not going. They keep telling me not reachable. I don't know what has happened, whether she's still alive or she's dead, I don't know. So I now had to focus all my energy on taking care of myself. So when the guy now told me that he wants to move the relationship forward, I now had to confide in my friend, and there's this woman we look up to as an auntie that works with me. So she now told me that I should explain everything to her, which I did. And the woman was like, okay, that I should discover if the guy is serious. That if the guy is serious, then I will tell my auntie. So the guy now proposed, and I accepted. He did a mini party. We invited his friends and some of my friends. And I told my auntie. When I told my auntie, I noticed that she was surprised. You understand? I was like, I now jokingly said, auntie, you don't want me to get married? She said, no, Dad, it's not like that, because I've dated this guy now for 3 years, going to 4 years, and of course I'm not getting any younger. I want to have family at an early age, So she now said, nothing, no. So she now told me 2 weeks after, she now said I should invite the guy, that she wants to know the guy. And now that's my cousin's sister. She was done with her HND, and I was even the one that helped her to get work. It's one of our sub companies. That's where she work. But the position I am, because I am dedicated and diligent in my job, they made me a supervisor in that company. So even with her qualification, the two of us are on the same level, but I'm just a level ahead of her because of my experience and the years of service I've stayed with those people, not because of qualification. Even that time too, my colleague told me that my auntie came and was telling my boss, my direct boss, that the daughter is more qualified. That was even when I started becoming suspicious of my auntie. And when I confronted her, she denied that. She didn't tell that my boss wants to put enmity between me and she. And this thing we are talking about now, I've already spent 7 years with my auntie. So I now felt, okay, even when I told my friend was that she has been telling me since that I should be careful of my auntie. So 6 months after my fiance and I got engaged, and I noticed that I was pregnant. I told him about it. He was so excited. We now went for a PT test, and it was confirmed that I was 2 months gone. So I told my friend that I was going to break the news to my auntie. Maybe this will speed up the marriage arrangement, because the man told me that he's the first child, and that his mother specifically told him that they don't want the one that they will marry somebody now, the person will not give birth on time. That his elder brother is having that issue, that the elder brother, this is his 10th year in marriage, that the wife has not taken in one day, not to talk of miscarriage. So they now said it is pregnancy before marriage. That was what he told me. So he was so excited when I told him that I was 2 months gone. And I came back home and I told my aunt, this is it. He now pretended that she was happy with me. So, 2 days after, my auntie now said she prepared a delicious meal for me, my favorite, that want to celebrate the pregnancy. That was how I ate the food though. Ate the food that night, I started bleeding. I was now rushed to the hospital. After 4-5 hours, I had a miscarriage. I stayed in the hospital for a week plus. I became okay and I was discharged. My fiance was devastated. He was like, that the mother was so happy, this, that. When he now broke the news of my miscarriage to the mother said, that the arrangement should put on hold though. That in fact, that they should not be in a haste to make that arrangement, that they should wait. So, my fiance now told me that this was what the mother said. I said, no problem. That I believe that God that gave me that one too, that knows my pains, will also do it again for me. That was how my auntie started discouraging me. That why should it be pregnancy before marriage? Why should it be pregnancy before marriage? My auntie now discovered that this guy normally comes, she knows him already because I've introduced him to the family. And that each time I close from work, that he normally comes around. That was how my auntie now stopped me from going to the shop and started telling the daughter that hour I stay in the shop, that the daughter should be the one staying there. So each time my friends comes around, it's the daughter he meets, she now told the daughter that the daughter should, since already my fiance knows her as a family member, that she should have a cordial relationship with the daughter, with my fiance, that the daughter should leave the rest for her. That was how my auntie started doing love portion. But thank God, each time they put it inside food or drink for him, he says his mind will tell him not to take it. My auntie will now go behind me to go and meet my fiance and start spoiling me where my fiance is. It just started giving me cause for concern, cause for worry. Before you know what is happening, me and my fiance will start be having unnecessary issues here and there. We start be having unnecessary issue like that. Oh, until a year after I had that miscarriage, I took in again. When I took in again, the thing brought peace back to his heart. He was so happy. So when he now told the mom said, let us be patient till the pregnancy gets to 3 months. Then they will start making preparation for the traditional marriage and wedding. But I kept it away from my auntie. So when the pregnancy became 2 months and 2 weeks, I said, thank God that I was thinking maybe I'll still lose the pregnancy again. So when I now told my auntie, exactly when the pregnancy was 2 months and 3 weeks, my auntie now came back and said, that she brought drinks from the shop for all of us. So she gave her daughter one, took one and gave me one. When I touched my own, I noticed that the seal was broken. And I said, auntie, this one is not sealed. She said, that she mistakenly opened it when she was trying to check the expiry date when she brought it out from the pack. Me, I believe that now somebody that I've been with for over 7 years, going to 8 years. I drank it, never knew that she actually poisoned it again. The following morning, my stomach started paining me. Before I would know what is happening, I started bleeding again. I was rushed to the hospital. I had another miscarriage. I now had to confide in that my friend. I said, see what is happening. She now said, even the first time was after my auntie gave me something to eat. This one again, the same thing. And she now said I should be mindful of the things my auntie gives to me. And the daughter is so nice to me. She's so caring. In fact, my cousin is as if we share the same biological parents. She looks out for me. She's just there. But I don't know. My auntie I don't know whether because the two of us are girls, it was as if I am in a competition with her daughter. I don't understand. Or that I'm older than her daughter, for crying out loud. So I don't know why she should. So one day, my friend now told me that I should just be careful, So something happened. The daughter was at the shop. So my fiance now called me and said I should come around. My cousin said yes, I should come, that the three of us should hang out. Hey, you won't believe what happened when my auntie called and I told her that I was at the shop, that my fiance was there. Hey, heaven broke loose. There is nothing my auntie did not say finish that day. Even my fiance was shocked. Even her daughter was shocked. I was like, she now said I should go back home. So my fiance grew annoyed and left. He now called me the following day and was asking me, is there anything that happened? Is there anything wrong? Is there anything that happened between me and my auntie, that she has not seen my auntie like that? I said, I don't know. I never knew that all this while my auntie has been doing one concoction or the other in order to turn my fiance's face away from me so that he would marry her own daughter. So one day I was coming back from work. I know this woman to be my auntie's friend. So I now said I now wanted to check up on the woman, to meet the woman and beg the woman to talk to my auntie, that I don't know why the change in character. So by the time I got to the woman's place, I knocked and knocked. Nobody was answering. But I knew that by that time that woman would be at home. So I tried the door and I noticed that the door was open. So I entered. It was a 2-bedroom apartment. I did hello. Nobody was answering. And I noticed that there was food on the fire and it was burning. So I had to quickly go into the kitchen and off the gas. And that mommy has always been free with myself and my cousin. So I was like, somebody should be at home now. So I started checking. I had to check the rooms and I discovered that this mommy had been sick. So I quickly ran out. There's this nurse she normally uses. I went to go and call the nurse. The nurse came and checked on her and said that she's running temperature, that is like she's not feeling fine. So I now told the nurse that whatever it is that she can do, that she should please administer, that this woman is like a second mother to me aside my auntie. So the nurse now went, brought some things, came back and said that we need to deposit some money. Because that woman has been so nice to me, there are occasions when my auntie will not be around, she will give me and my cousin food. And I said no problem, because that very day we were paid. So I now asked her how much was the bill, the entire bill, that I want to pay the whole bills. She told me I paid the bill. That was how they commenced treatment. So if I close for work, I'll come and check her before I go home, until that woman became better a week after. So when the woman became better now, one afternoon I was in my office and the woman called. I said, this auntie has not called me before. I hope all is well. So I picked the call. I was now asking, Mommy, I hope you are okay. I hope the sickness has not started again. She was now crying and said, oh, my daughter, I never knew you were this good. That if I close from work, that I should come and meet her. So when I closed from work and I came to her place, she was just crying. I said, Mommy, what is it? And this auntie, she doesn't have a husband and she does not have a child. So my cousin and I are always around her, so that she doesn't feel lonely. So she was just crying. She was just crying and said, Auntie, what is it? That should I call the nurse? Does she want me to take her to the hospital? She was like, that in fact, since I treated her and paid her bills, that her conscience has been judging her. I said, Auntie, what is it? What is it? That was how she now confided in me what she and my auntie has been doing. How it was then that she now told me that the 2 miscarriages I had, that it was my auntie that was responsible for it. Because my auntie was saying that when she had to investigate that my fiance, that she discovered that my fiance was doing well from a wealthy home, and that if I get married to my fiance, that I will be okay and all that. I was not telling the mommy. I said, Mommy, you know that in fact, almost 8 years of my life, where is my mom? That even if I'm getting married today, of course, my father is not alive. That is this my auntie and that my uncle that my father handed over to us that will sit. Because my mother said she does not want anything to do with me and my sister again. And my sister, I've not heard anything from her for over a year plus now. So the mommy now told me what they were planning next. That is even the peak of my story. My fiance's birthday is in a month's time. And my auntie, this woman has taken my auntie to where they want to even finish what they have started. That they are going to, the dress I'm going to use on my fiance's birthday, that they have put jars on it, that once I wear it, that I will go mad. Because there was a time my auntie was discussing with my fiance that this pregnancy or no pregnancy thing, that she told my cousin to use my fiance, and my fiance was saying that if he hadn't known me or if I was not in the picture, that he would have gone for her because he sees that we are from a good family. That was what prompted my auntie to now said, okay, that if they do this, their juju, and it works and I run mad, that my fiance will have no other choice than to go for her. So this one now told me that this was their plan, and the birthday is in 2 weeks' time. She also told me that I have to choose between my cousin and my auntie, that one of them must use that very cloth. He's a George with a blouse, and the 3 of us are the same body size. That's because if one of them does not wear the clothes, that she is the one that initiated it, that the madness will return back to her, that I should make a choice between the 2 of them. That is my predicament now. I love my cousin. She's so dear to me. And her mother is her world. If anything happens to her mom, it will break her. I don't know what to do. Because my auntie's friend said somebody has to wear that cloth. In 2 weeks' time, that is my fiance's birthday. That was when they programmed that cloth for me to wear. Now, that the thing she wants to do for me now is that she will make sure that myself, my auntie, and her daughter will have that same cloth, and she will sell the idea to my auntie, so that if they need to swap the cloth, because somebody has to wear that cloth. That's my situation now. And I don't know who to give the cloth to. I love my cousin. She's like a sister. And her mother is her word. What do I do? And this woman now is helping me, if not because she told me on the day of my fiance's birthday, if I wear that cloth, I will run mad. Now what do I do? Madam Neye, that is why I am here. So that you will advise me. So that your audience will advise me. The birthday is in 2 weeks' time. What do I do? please come to my aid because I am confused now. And I had even begged the woman to let her understand and know how much I love my cousin and how much my cousin loves the mother. And the woman is saying that if the three of us, nobody wears that cloth, that the thing will come back to her. I now begged her, is there no way they can neutralize it? She now told me that there is no way they can neutralize it, that was what my auntie said that they should do, that there should be no remedy, that whosoever will wear the cloth will run mad until the person dies, that there is no remedy, that the native doctor did it and nullified it, that nothing will cancel it.